is it not going to charge? Might need more acid in it. Tractor. Oh, I didn't really show. Taking the stator off now. Let me get it. Brand new O-ring, brand new gasket. I think a bad top bearing. Alright, time to get more junk off.
Going pro?
Yeah, going pro. Got this loose, got this loose. Now we're gonna take off this right here and right there. Get that ball bearing out of right here. Get that later. Nothing should be holding the top on anymore. It's all ready to come out. We got this disconnected. My ball bearings down there. That's a pain putting that back together. Linkages are disconnected. We gotta take off this cowl piece.
Can't look.
Trash. Alright, here we go. That's why you get a Yamaha. See these bolts? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Check this out. One, 2, 3. 4. And 1, 2, 3. Alright, do we get these ones in the bag? Yes. These ones too.
Okay, thank you very much. Bill wanted to know if you were getting your boat. I said, yep.
Right this second, you said that?
Yeah. You know, he just looks forward to an opportunity.
Alright, so we're gonna pull this oil pump off and I'm gonna disable it because we're gonna pre-mix. I'm gonna leave this on, pretty much everything on. On this side we took the hoses off, so this should be ready to split. And this side should be ready to split. Little pump. One. Two. Just lift this part out to disable the fuel pump or oil pump. Alright. We're gonna split the cases with this. Pop that off right there. Check these out, they're all labeled too. 5, 13, 9, number 1 right here. So you just pop all of them out. Or when you torque them to spec, you just put all of them out in order. Out of your rods off to mess with your. Well, once split this, we'll see what happens. But I mean, it should all come out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you shouldn't need to pull your pistons out.
No, the pistons will come out with the crank.
Well, if you leave the rod journals cranked on,
that's a one piece. It's all one piece.
There's not bolts on them?
No.
And got the tool to, it's just gasket here right there.
I got a new one, but this one is good since I replaced it. But
I mean, you got a ring compressor to get them back in?
I put them in by hand last time.
Oh, you did? Get this hose here, you're gonna have to.
Alright, it should split. You want to pop that case off? I mean, it's already broke it free. There.
It's got to pull the pistons out of the cylinders too.
Well, the crank could stay behind.
Can you leave it? Lean it? There's not oil on it right now. Yeah, this is oil on this. Right now, so far the crank is staying at the top now. And down here it's wedged to this stuff too. Maybe you can find the back of the drum and turn it.
There it is. So,
She got.
I thought we got rid of this thing.
You got me flowers. How did you know? You talking about Michael or the boat?
Oh, Michael had in mind.
sheesh. Let's get that money shot. Pretty oily. Good pistons. Pro something. Yeah, I just had it rebuilt. It was like 50,000 over. So the pistons are new. Cylinder should be good. It's just this crank bearing up top. Ugh. Man, let's see. Sounds squeaky. Good, good, good. Yeah, I guess we could have got away with replacing just the one top bearing, but you know, what's a whole crank anyways? Alright, so we're about to transplant these pistons onto the new crank. Everything looks good. I mean, these crank seals, that one's, look at that one. I mean, it idled great, but just this noise up top, man. Look at that thing. What is going on with that? Maybe it got smashed or something. Alright, well, let's check out this new crank. New gasket set. Nice. I guess that's how they're supposed to be. Look at that. That's how they're supposed to be. Yeah, it is brand new. It's not remanufactured. Alright, so I'm gonna pop the wrist pins out of here. Hopefully we'll be able to reuse them. Pop the wrist pin. Look at all these needle bearings in here. You gotta capture every single one. Then we're gonna pop it on here. Alright. Alright, check it out. I already got 2 of the pistons off. Journals are still super nice, which is good. A little bit of scratching on this one. This one is a little bit harder to get out. I like had to hammer it a little bit. There's a little bit of burnt oil at the top of those too. Let's see, can you see that? There you go. But as normal, I guess. Got all these needles. You guys kept count, right? Behind the scenes. Alright, good, because I didn't. Alright, let me show you how I got this one out. So, a little bit of needle nose, a little bit of flathead. Oh man, camera's rolling. It doesn't want to come out. Alright, so I got it. Let me get it. Lock it out of its slot. Right there. There it is. Little C-clip. Pop that wrist pin out. Yeah, needles dropped. Put this out. Save this. Save that. No needles in there. All the needles go there. Alright, before I move anything, I'm gonna count all my needles over here and make sure I got the correct amount. Alright, so I got the new crank out, counted all my needle bearings. I actually lost one under the paper towel. That was kind of fun looking for that. But I got 6, 6, 6, and then 5. So 31 needle bearings per piston. I'm going to show you how to do it on one of these and not film the rest because it is a pain. Alright, so I just got some like junk grease. It really doesn't matter because it's going to burn off anyways. But I'm going to get my needle bearings. They're just out of frame. All ready to go. We got a house phone. Alright, so
Call from Down.
goop it up.
Call from Down Rachel.
Let's throw these needles in here. Trick is to like get them all in there, and then you just kind of jam them down. They'll find their own home. Last one. Alright. Look at this side. You know you got the perfect amount in there when it completely fills up the entire journal. Alright, so gotta find the piston, gotta find up. Obviously this side's up. Double check that. Get your washers. Put a washer in there. I'm actually going to tap that wrist pin a little bit further. My needles fell. Yep. Alright, I think I got the wrist pin too far out. See, I'm trying to get it in there because it doesn't want to just slide. So I'm gonna have to hammer it. So I need a little bit more room. it again. Nope. Alright, this time I got a washer on this side. Got on this side. Nope, look at that already. You gotta align all the stars in the solar system. Actually about to. I need this thing, this wrist pin just barely sticking out. Alright, come on. Something's going on. That washer on the far side is keeping the wrist pin from sliding all the way through. Should go. There it is. Yeah, you got it. Alright, too easy. Let me finish up the rest. Alright, well, what do you know? I got all three of them on. Obviously, when I did the other two, it got done in the same amount of time it took to do the first one, just because the camera wasn't rolling. You know how it goes. Alright, so these are ready to, this is ready to go back in this block here. What I'm going to do real quick is, this needs more, that surface right there, the mating surface between the two cases. Needs some of that young Loctite 518, so I'm going to clean this off. I'm going to try and get up in these cylinders and clean that out as well. Gotta get all that sand, coral, probably parts of Nemo's mom might be in there. Just anything that keep it from scoring up anything in the future. This thing's leaking gas on me. That's great. Check out this other crank though. Look at that. Look at that, that's a cool blue. Cool purple. Again, this top bearing. All types of Daddy Wampus tight. The works. Alright, so we're gonna clean this off. Put a little bit of motor oil on it when it goes in. I'd use 2-stroke oil, but you know that's at the other house, so what are we gonna do? Alright, so I'm gonna clean this up and then clean this side up too. Look at that. Yeah, all this needs to come out. Just quick wipe. But yep, I'll get you back when this is ready to go together. Alright, here we go. The crank's ready to go back in. I just took the Scotch Brite. And like where I was messing around with that C-clip, I mean it kind of scratched it up. Also, went around here, made sure there wasn't any tight spots. Also on this ring, it kind of jumped over its locating pin. Alright, you're not going to focus? Alright. So there's a locating ring a pin right there. Keeps the ring from walking around. It's kind of like stuck on it, so I'm glad I noticed that. See, like this one, look at this. See, it just jumped its, like this one too. All three of these. Jumped their locating pins. Alright, I'm glad you caught that for me. We got a little bit of motor oil. We're gonna sauce her up, slip her in. I don't know, it's easier to do the middle piston first and then work your way on the outers. I think that's my try. I don't think you want to work at like the bottom and then go to the top. Get that all oily. This piston's all oily. This oil is it's all fine. I mean, the second this thing starts revving up, I mean, it's gonna burn off anything you put on here anyways. Really anything to help it slide. I mean, I wouldn't put like WD on it, but definitely some type of oil. Not that I'm some sort of certified Yamaha technician to be giving my opinion anyways, but let's see if we can manhandle this heavy son of a gun. Hold on. Alright, put on styrofoam. Oh man, this is gonna suck. That's that middle piston start. Let's see if I can get this tail one over here. Ah, stuck. Yeah, I'm just using my fingers to get these rings down. Come on. I mean, this back one should go. It's cockeyed. Oh, there we go. Alright, last one. Oh crap, look at my I'm out of gotta walk, look at that, I gotta get it over a little bit. This one kind of looks cockeyed too. Alright, so that one's actually good. That's it right there. Alright, so now I gotta clean off these surfaces one more time. Get that 1510 on it, or 518 Loctite, and then I'm gonna fix this up too. We got a new gasket. I mean, this one's only kind of important because it keeps the water out of your I think that's like exhaust and water, something over there, so you don't want to mix it, I guess. I don't know, something about that. Alright, come back in a minute. Alright, I got the block on the end. Cleaned up all this. It's ready for the Loctite. This is the bottom end on the end. Don't forget this. It slips in there. If you don't do it now, you'll never do it. Ask me how I know. I had to take it back apart the first time I rebuilt this. Alright, so this is cleaned up. This is cleaned up. Let's go ahead and goop it up, slap her together. Alright, I just put a glob around it. I'm just gonna work it in. The metal sits right on top of the other metal, so when it smashes down, it leaves like literally no room. So all of this stuff should technically squish out. So if you have too much, it's gonna squish halfway on the outside and halfway on the inside. So if it goes on the inside, I don't think it's too big a deal, but if you get like a big old chunk somewhere where it's not supposed to be, I guess you can imagine it's not ideal. So we're just gonna swoop it around, swiping out the excess. I'm only going to do this one side too, by the way. There's enough goop on here to get the both sides. Alright, so I'm going to do a little more oil. Just cause, why not? I got these kind of like halfway, see that? That way it kind of locates the other side as well. Good enough. Good. Alright, that's it. I'm just gonna put these bolts back in. I'm gonna snug it up. Just double check everything real quick. Alright, everything's together. All my bolts are torqued down. Got the, I don't know what that is, input shaft locating thing. Got my gaskets all ready to go. Yeah, this thing's ready to just drop onto the head. Had this thing, turns nice. Over here on the engine. Got my bottom gasket on. I got this already set up. Yeah. Probably not gonna film putting it on there because you've seen it, but I'll come back and film putting up all these accessories back on, I guess. Alright, I actually got it back on. The trick is to keep the gear selector, put it like in reverse, which is in the forward position, and then you can, as you're lowering that input shaft, we had to give it a little twist to get the input shaft to line up. So for me, as you can see down here, my oil pump's gone. I took out the internal shaft. So on this is inside. Probably rides like this or something. But you take this out, oil pump doesn't work, premix your gas, live your best life. Don't burn up cylinder number 3, catastrophic failure. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead, put this on, and then I'm gonna put like this stuff on and all this linkage and then call it a day, because that stuff is a pain to do it right. So all right, back out here another day. Gonna finish putting the rest of the knickknacks together. Got the oil pump on. I got all my linkages set. I got my neutral in the correct spot. It's important to do that now while you got all your carbs and stuff out of the way. Linkages are all set. The next step's going to be to put this whole assembly back on. So I'll set it up real quick. Alright, so I got all my bolts out. This one right here is the only one with the nut instead of the whole bolt. So we'll just go ahead and thread it on through here. Alright, all these bolts hold that piece on. But this one's the only one that goes like right next to the starter. It's a little cockeyed. And I got a wire cut on there. So I had this one on, and then I was trying to set this one, but I don't know if you can see, but it doesn't want to line up. Look how bent that is. So I gotta get a flathead in there, crank it back. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that thing. I mean, look how, why is it shaped like that? I mean, it's very strange, but I don't know. I took it off, put it back on, and it was angled to pivot into the right spot. So we're just gonna go ahead and send these bolts into it. It all lines up now. Pretty strange. One of these has like I think one of these was the spot for the ground, so be pulling it back off here in a little bit. Pretty sure that's the ground, but where is it? Right. Where is it? This one. Alright, so we'll leave these out the way. Start hooking up some other junk. Just gotta screw these in. Getting new ones, but alright, so I got 2 of these things. Where's my other one? So here's my other one. This one must go in here, I guess. Oh, these wires right here, the blue and green, that goes to the tilt motor back in there. And they just zip on and off right there, so we can at least get those since I know where they go. It's nice they even like colored these terminals. Otherwise, when you tilt it up, it'd go down. If you get it wrong. Three different grounds. Man, I don't even know where this thing goes. Ah, starter. Easy. So, what are y'all looking over there for? Ain't nothing going on. Man, does this go on the relay? Why is that missing? Is that important? Probably not. Where am I supposed to put this ground at? I think these are on over to the oil on the other side, so. Alright, let me cut it. Might figure something out. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and ground that one right there. I'm just gonna zap it off real quick. Good enough. All right. We got this left. We got this one. There's a blue wire off the carb. Alright, let's do it the right way. I'm gonna pop that off real quick and then just fish it under there. Alright, I just mashed one of these cables back here. Used a couple like of these ties to keep it a little more organized, I guess. I mean, next thing is this flywheel can go on, but I still got this one. This one's gonna go to the carb. Got free range of motion in here. I don't like how all those wires are on top of each other, but I'm not sure what else to do. This side's still, there's plenty of room down there. So I'm gonna bolt these carbs up. All good. Come on, guys. That's upside down. Alright, I'm just gonna do these two by hand real quick. Alright, I routed that blue wire all the way around underneath, up, tagged it in. This side, I don't know, some sort of vacuum to whatever this thing is. And ground in the center right here. Another vacuum into the fuel. It's not much to it. Well, I mean, that's it really. I just, double check where this thing went. Other than that, everything else is accounted for. The only thing left I got to do, I'm just gonna pop that flywheel on. I don't know what I'm about to do with these. I guess just leave them. Well, I'll get ports and I'll put actual things on there. That won't take any time. And I gotta cover these up, so I gotta go get those, and then I'm gonna get another separator filter. Other than that, I mean, she's ready to start. We'll leave that off for now. Alright, so I guess when I come back, it'll be send this flywheel on. I'll put this on and see if she runs, I guess. We'll see. Alright, about to hit it with the first start. Put some plugs on the oil pump and get the carbs ready. Got the new fuel filter installed. Don't have a battery, so we're about to jump it with this thing. First, we're just gonna see if we can get it to turn over. Then I got the water hooked up to it. We're gonna cut the water on, and we're gonna get ready for her. So let's see if we can get this jumper to let it start over enough to get this thing running real quick. Also got my helper out here on the job. What do you say, Charlie? All good? All good. Oh, you like that? Alright, hooked everything up, tried to give it a start, wasn't getting spark. Tried everything. Ended up taking all these wires apart, everything to everything. And then it just so happened that my my wire that goes from the oil, I actually had it plugged. See how it's like that pink tan? I actually had it plugged into this tan. So I had these two swapped. Wasn't getting spark. My dog's over there trotting. Alright, so check out this. There you go. Kill switch. That's not right. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.